Emily was 12 when her grandmother gave her the porcelain doll. Its face was pale, its glass eyes almost too real, and it wore a red velvet dress that looked older than her grandmother herself. As she handed it over, the old woman whispered, "Take care of her, Emily. She doesn't like being left alone." Emily laughed nervously. She thought it was just an old lady's superstition. That night, she placed the doll on her shelf before going to bed. But in the morning, the doll wasn't there. It was sitting on her desk, facing her bed. Emily asked her parents if they had touched it. They said no. Day after day, the same thing happened. No matter where she put the doll, it always moved. Sometimes it appeared on the windowsill, sometimes on her pillow, and sometimes right beside her bed. One night, she locked the doll in her closet. But at 3 a.m., scratching sounds woke her up. The sound of fingernails dragging across the inside of the closet door. When she opened it the next morning, the doll was back on the shelf, smiling. Terrified, Emily set up her phone to record while she slept. At 3:14 a.m., the doll's head turned toward the camera. Its lips began to move, whispering in a language Emily had never heard before. When she watched the footage the next morning, it was corrupted, except for one frozen frame. Her own face, sleeping, with the doll standing right next to her. She begged her father to get rid of it. Finally, he agreed. They locked it in a box and buried it deep in the backyard. That night, for the first time in weeks, Emily fell into a deep sleep. But at exactly 3 a.m., she woke to the sound of tiny porcelain footsteps in the hallway. When she opened her eyes, the doll was sitting on her chest, its glassy eyes inches from her face. Before she could scream, the lights flickered and everything went dark. Her parents rushed into the room, but Emily was gone. All that remained was the doll, lying neatly on the bed, its painted smile wider than ever. Neighbors say the house has been empty ever since, but sometimes, late at night, they swear they yes. So tell me, do you have a doll, i.e. a young girl's shadow in the upstairs window? A girl, holding a doll, in your room right now? And if you hear soft footsteps at 3 a.m., don't look. Because if you do, it might already be too late.